Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of Crossed Wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
student want to help me.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
Revelio.
I hate it.
If only Black had the power to choose other professors too, then we could get rid of other rules like garlic.
I thought about transferring to both Battens just to get away from Professor Black and his iron fist. But then I remembered that I don't speak French.
It's about time Hogwarts put someone like Black in charge. Perhaps now we can stop all these disgusting mudblots from ruining the school.
I doubt there's ever been a headmaster as hated as Black. Dubious honor indeed.
My parents were thrilled to hear that Black was being put in charge. Our families have been friends for centuries.
Whoever decided to make Professor Black headmaster of Hogwarts must have been the victim of a flock of whoopers. Out of their mind.
Hogwarts has brought me and my siblings closer together. We've had to rely on each other without having our parents about.
All of my siblings have gone on to work for the Ministry, but I'm not sure I want to do that. Unless it's an aura.
My older sisters taught me everything I needed to know about Hogwarts before I stepped foot in the castle, including how to sneak food from in the kitchens.
My family has been sorted into Ravenclaw for generations. Bit of a bookish lot, one might say.
My siblings and I have all been sorted into different houses. Came as no surprise to my father.
My family has a lot of Muggle traditions, from my mother's side. I don't mind most of them, but cooking without magic can get exhausting. I'm going to have my own telescope one day. I've already decided that Jupiter's my favorite planet. Although, I suppose Saturn's got the rings going for it.
Rumor is, Professor Hecat used to work for the Ministry. Or wonder what she did.
Depends against the
Oh.
Incendio! Revelio.
If those bouncing bulbs get big, they can be quite...
Not sure we should study for the astronomy.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Travel broadens the mind. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not...
Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
Or
There's one more thing. It's a bit... Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
what does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sirona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take it.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left. I am not going to sit by and watch them...
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that... I was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that officers...
All right. But how?
In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
Revelio.
What's going on here?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
They must have come this way.
Revelio.
Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Now you've done it.
Incendio.
Ah, stupendous. This is you.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Perhaps I'm not.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this! Coward! Child!
That's the best you can do. You've made a grave mistake. Don't release me. Not today!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Revelio. Revelio. Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting... Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some
fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be...
Well then, I'll let you in on a little... No one has yet managed to figure out. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an
Mallowsweet?
I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rude. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed...
Precisely. Would you care to do the honor? I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars,
Revelio.
as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl. and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared!
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio! I take it we can call that as...
We can indeed. However, I now have it. How does it work? I must...
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think you should feel free to solve them as you come across them. My guess is that each will also require which you can find in Hogsmeade, should you need more. I really must. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Some assistance.
What am I missing?
Revelio!
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student. I wonder if...
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself?
What? Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't...
How kind of you. It seems you're all ready. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up.
You visited the Magic Neep. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't it? Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest.
Let's see, how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's Fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use. Now, what's say we branch out. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses... The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately...
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and my...
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
I'm glad. Herbology is a... Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come...
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Revelio.
might be Aura's or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that.
I saw an aura badge on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been present. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen,
Anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra.
I suspect that's...
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you...
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant!
Revelio.
Your potion should not be left without... Stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again. Oh, smell.
Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine, pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are... Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which... That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Transfiguration is the hardest subject.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
A grouse instead of a mouse. I thought... Precision. But transfiguration makes potions seem easy. Quite puts it to shame if you ask me. The food that appears in the Great Hall isn't conjured. The house elves make it. I'd wager Ravenclaw Tower has some of the best views in the castle. Someone saw a hippogriff fly right past the window once. I wonder how many secret passages Hogwarts actually has. I stumbled on one the other day. Couldn't find my way out for hours. Missed my favourite meal, I did. Kidney pie.
Revelio.
Speaking of astronomy,
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Leviosa. Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio. Accio.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
yes, you. I wonder if you might come with me for a moment.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
Small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
Revelio.
What's wrong with your slippers? Afraid of us?
I beg your pardon? Roast beef? Rotten roast beef?
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ah, well, I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it. Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining the sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
A student in the
Never
kitchen.
will understand
What
students.
could they want?
Plenty of found themselves a bit peckish, likely. You know how hungry
Certainly
growing
makes
youths
Ruthie's
get.
job easier.
Hello. Can you point me?
Towards the other end of the kitchen. If it's not taken out yet, just follow your...
It smells glorious in here. Revelio. Ah, there's a disgusting smell. Oh, I must be getting close. Revelio.
Oh, a student? What a
Finky get?
Sounds lovely, but...
Ah! Nick sent you, didn't? Finky supposes Nick's tired.
Do you and the other house elves...
Goodness, no. Not even... Food is one of the 5 principal exceptions to Gamp's law. We can, however, multiply it.
It was nice to meet you.
Happy to help.
Revelio. There's nothing like a meal prepared by a house elf.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards. Along.
Ah, glad to. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore.
This is all rather cryptic.
Terribly sorry, I'm Sir Patrick organises the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but my plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that, shall we?
I thought the rotten roast beef...
It is, in a way. Offering the beef to Sir Patrick may help me in that regard.
Very well. I'd like to...
Ah, wonderful. Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsay. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from a young jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.